Compulsive Gamer, the O.C.G, and I'm here playing the most underrated Souls game, Dark Souls 2, and I'm super excited.
Oh, you again? Go on. It's on the cheap for you. Everyone's so stingy around here. Everyone's so stingy everywhere. You're my only customer. Don't make me beg. Now buy something.
Okay, now I feel bad.
We call this place Majula. Not too special, if you ask me. It's just the place where everyone seems to end up. Everyone's so...
She has something I want. She has a fragrant branch of yore.
Thank you.
And while she seems creepy, she's actually one of the nicer characters in this game. Because while she seems creepy, she genuinely only wants to make a living. Whereas, you know, there are people who outright want to fucking kill you in this game, so... Let me share this. Don't I need to put my phone on charger? Okay. Time to go get an extra Estus Flask shard. I love how you have to go to all this trouble of unpetrifying them just to fucking kill them. Thank you for freeing me. Now you must die. Surprise! Fucking archer. How's it going? Oh, sweet, that's his last shard. Yeah. I'm a really big fan of the Souls game. Yeah. Dark Souls 2. I'm playing through the entire series in order. I'm a huge fan of the series. I played and beaten every game in the series numerous times. Dark Souls 2 seems to get a lot of hate for some reason, but I actually really like it, so... I also really like the torch mechanic in this game, because there are places in this game that, like, stay dark until you light them up with torches. And then, like, once you light the torches, they stay lit forever. So, like, when you start out in this region, all these torches are not lit, and the whole place is dark, and you light it up. And I think it's really cool how they use light, and, like I said, it's a really cool way to show you how far you've come. Because, you know, like, have I been to this area before? Whereas, you know, with this, you can, like, oh, yeah, okay, I lit all these torches. And there are places in the game that are totally dark. So, they have absolutely no light in them. So, then once you go and light them all, it, like, transforms the area. So I can see the whole thing. Like, this is really cool. And this is the only Dark Souls in the series that does anything like this. And plus, I mean, it's called Dark Souls, so having to be in the darkness and light it up, honestly, like, is weirdly inconsistent with the naming. Oh, yeah, okay. I gotta fight this fucking thing. Oh, there's two of them? Oh, man, that's bullshit. Oh, fuck, I should have checked my corner. Come on. Oh, God. I just got fucking gangbanged by the hungry hippos. Jesus Christ. I knew the hippos were hungry. I didn't know they were hungry for my fucking blood. Thankfully, I'm right there, so it's not really a big deal. Quickly, grab my souls! Okay, there we go. Now that I got it down to one, it's manageable. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Oh my god. Are you fucking kidding me? Oh, the pursuer? He, like, pops up and pursues you, as you might have guessed. And I had no... Oh my god. So it's not enough that there's the fucking hungry hippo coalition down there. No, instead they have to have fucking... Stabby McGee. Jesus. Oh my god. Now I'm really curious as to what's down there, because it has to be something good for all this bullshit. Okay, so the hippo's a one-time spawn. Oh, thank fuck. Okay. Now it's your turn. Yeah! I'm a fucking winner! Okay, yeah, let's just hop into a coffin. Fucking surf in this bitch. I legit have no idea where this takes me, so. The nature of your. It turned me into a girl. That's fucking weird. Okay, hop into a box and get a fucking vagina. That is so weird. You're like, man, I feel kind of weird coming out of that coffin. Oh my god. What the fuck? Take it back. Oh god, take it back. My wang, man. What did you do in my wang? I'm sorry. I've been saying. Now I have to go back to the hub so I can have her use the Estus flask shard. So now I have another use of Estus flask. Estus flask is what heals you if you're not familiar.
Is that it? Here, Tassila. However.
Now I have 6 uses, which is pretty respectable. Okay, now let me see. I'm trying to track down the fragrant branches of Yore, because you see people who are petrified all over, and the fragrant branch of Yore is the only way to fix it. Okay. Fucking sewer, man. Yeah, pursue that motherfucker. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Yeah. Fuck this shit, I'm out. Oh, come on, bro. The power of darkness! Oh, come on, man. That's a long-ass fucking elevator ride. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Now I'm just gonna make a fucking break for the boss. Alright, here we go. This is a major boss fight, guy. The Lost Center. Damn, the reach on that thing is long. Shit. Does he ever stop comboing? Humming, pow!
You have acquired. That is more than most undead can say. Those who come to Dranglake seeking although perhaps he...
No. I think Google where I'm supposed to go. These games can be cryptic. It's been so long I forgot. Ah, shit. I missed the fucking chest. Ah. Oh well. It was right there. Now it's time to go to the Huntsman's Copse.
Oh, hello there. An honor to see you again. This room is not as it seems. There are two, not one pathways leading out. And only this lovely thing reveals the other path. And this, you lovely thing, only runs on miracles. Shall I provide you? To cast miracles, miracles began as tales told by gods. We preserve their will with law, pray to their greatness, and are blessed in return. You must know. Miracles have been passed. Isn't it extraordinary to think they've existed since the very origins of the world? And now, you can have this power for yourself. Don't miss out on the road to enlightenment. What is the first flame? Well, it's... You're not ready to comprehend it, I'm afraid. You require more faith. And more miracles. Many more miracles. To cast miracle, we present. No need for the god. I've no choice now.
She's a fucking bitch and a con man. I'm coming back for your ass. I mean, she's literally an evil fucking con woman. You can pick up on that, like, and if you kill her, you get the key. So she's sitting there saying, well, I'm moving for a miracle, and I'll do a miracle if you give me money. Yeah, what she means is, you know, I'm gonna lie to you. Homie, don't play that. It even tells you in the lore. Nothing magical about it. Just fine engineering. So she's a fucking liar. Conning people out of their fucking souls. She's a bitch. I love Huntsman's Copse. I love everything about it. I love the way it looks. The fucking ethereal green lighting. Oh, it's so great.
I don't know who you are, but leave me be. The frailty of the weak disrupts the dark. Leave me, and I'm interested in one thing, dog. You have... Leave me, I'm interested.
That shit will poison you, by the way, so yeah. Like, I love that skyline. Yeah, it's a little blurry now. It was made for 360 definition in mind. But that fucking, the birds flying off, the forest, the ethereal green glow. I love that shit. Hey, how's it going? That's cool, man. Oh, every bit is appreciated. Just going through all the Fromsoft games in order. Dark Souls 2 seems to get a lot of hate it does not deserve. I think I took a wrong turn at Albuquerque. You know, I see items, I see them in hard-to-reach places. I'm like, I know that's a trap. It's like, do I want to risk it? Maybe after I find a bonfire. Oh, well, okay. That was convenient. Okay, fuck it. Let's do it. For glory! God damn it. Made the jump. Didn't get to the thing I was trying to get. I don't even know where this leads. But knowing this game, I'm gonna say probably not anywhere good. I know that it looks pretty, but that will straight up fucking poison you, so... Oh, God! Yeah, I'm poisoned. Of course I'm poisoned. Well, doesn't matter as long as I've got my trusty Sunny D. Start up on the bottom now, here. Oh shit! I loop back around. That's cool. I love fast climbing up ladders. It's like I have got fucking places to be. See, I don't have time for this shit. Okay, one more time. I'm going to try and get that item since I'm very close to the bonfire anyway. Oh, god damn it. Oh, sometimes it just feels so good to pop your fingers. It's like almost a sexual thing. Oh, yeah. You know, people used to say for years the fucking bullshit rumor that popping your fingers hurts them. They've actually found that popping your fingers is good for them, by the way. Yeah, fuck it. Like, you essentially, when you pop your fingers, you relieve pressure on them. That's an air bubble in your bones popping. So they actually found that regularly popping them relieved tension on your bones. And one guy was determined to prove that it didn't hurt you, so for like 30 years, literally 30 years, he popped all the fingers in his right hand and never popped any in his left hand. And when he had an x-ray and looked at, they were identical. So, popping your fingers does not fucking hurt you. Even growing up, my mom was like, popping your fingers is bad for you. No, it's not. And you know, like, everybody thought that. And it turns out it's just fucking bullshit. Are we cool? We gonna be cool? Okay, I don't have to tell you guys, I won't. Oh, God, these fucking butterfly bitches. Oh yeah, the Forlorn. He's new to the Scholar of the First Sin. Yeah, go back where you came from, bitch! Oh wow, I one-shot at him. How about that? Get friggity fucked! See, that lighting is just... Oh man, that lighting is beautiful. Something about like the way it's green and it's over the horizon and it cascades through the trees is just fucking sick. Yeah, you have to make your way around. I'm sorry, what was that? Oh, yeah. Okay, I gotta find a way to get over there. Okay, gotcha. Oh, these fuckers. No. Fuck! Freaking douchebag. God, this entire path. I'm a night owl. This is what I do. Oh, God. These fuckers with the dark whips, man. Stop! Ugh. They do so much damage, and their fucking range is ridiculous. No, no, no. No, no, no. I'm sorry, did you just fucking kidney kick me? What? What a fucking dude. Well, I mean, you know, we're gonna get technical about it. I'm alive and he's dead, so who really won? Let me just axe him in the taint. I really love the vibe of this area. Something about the dark woods. The green lighting, I just love it. Depends on what the candidates are, man. I don't honestly don't know what games you have. You have to tell me what games you're considering. Like I said, I'd have to know some of the things you're considering. Well, you'd have to tell me what you're in the mood for me to give you a recommendation. What kind of game are you looking to play next? You want to play more RPGs? You want to play some shooters like... It's immersive and has a good story. Oh, okay. Echo! My cat's trying to fucking get out of my room. She's clawing the door. Echo, stop it! Immersive has a good story. Okay, are you looking for linear, open? I mean, you want it to be third person, first person? I mean, you know. Yeah, well, I would let her out if she didn't start fucking trouble. Cat, stop it. She's like peeking, like scratching at the door. Stop, okay? You're gonna fuck up my door. Cats, man. I love them. Have you played any of the Horizon games? that's like a fucking shit ton of souls gone. Oh my god, cat. Stop. No. You're gonna fucking fine, go. God. Okay, because I was gonna say, oh, great. Set on my phone. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say, those are both really good. Do you like horror? Have you ever heard of a game called In Sound Mind? But, okay, it's an indie game. It's on PS4 and PS5. But it's an indie horror game, right? It's first person. And it's about a therapist who gets trapped in another world and has to solve the problems of his patients that died. It's psychological horror. It's first person. There's some combat, but there's not a lot. Oh, that's great, man. I'm proud of you. It's not a full price game. I think it's like $30. And it's really fucking good. It's actually one of the best horror games I've played recently. And you wouldn't believe it was from an indie dev. Like, one of the people that he treats, she can't stand the sight of herself. She has like a problem with like her self-image. So the only way to fight her is to make her see her reflection. So when she comes, you have to have a shard of mirror and get her to look into it. So you have to like be facing away from her to get her to fucking leave you alone. And she's like this like creepy ethereal bitch. And she's floating across the ground and she's like, don't look at me. She's like, they always judge me. And like literally, she's like, they all judge me. Whispering, fucking looking for you. It's fucking cool. Yeah. And, like, it's a lot like The Evil Within, because it has multiple villains. Like, you go through multiple of his patients that died. So it's not like one villain, and it's good. I mean, you can definitely tell it has a smaller budget. It's not like a big AAA game, but it is super fucking scary. Like, it, like, legitimately freaked me out in parts. Ah, wow. Also, I don't know if you like Metal Gear Solid. Oh my god. Fuck. Fuck. Anyway, if you played Metal Gear Solid 5, Skullface, the same actor that plays Skullface plays the main villain of In Sound Mind. He has a very distinctive voice. I immediately recognized it, and it is him. So, just for having fucking Skullface in it, I was inclined to give the game a chance. I mean, he is the main villain, and he talks a lot. And unlike in Metal Gear Solid 5, where he's very subdued, he's fucking loony. and taunting you. So, like, here, hold on, let me check. Because I'm pretty sure Inside Mind is, like, really cheap. I think it's, like, 25, 30 bucks. It's not a full-price game. But I got it, I read about it, and I'm like, man, it was really good. And I'm currently playing through it, it's fucking dope. Yeah, it's only like $30, $35. I think it's like $30 on PS5. So, it's not even a full price game, and it is really fucking good. I really enjoy it. I love it, man. I own and have played every single Resident Evil game, dude. Well, every main one. I haven't played, like, the fucking Tormented Souls, yeah. Yeah, I have Tormented Souls. It's good. Even though it is a little bit too cryptic for me. Like, I like it, but I think there should be more hints on how to progress. It is like a game that, if you're not using a guide, I feel like it would be very, very frustrating. Like, I don't like it when a game gives you no direction. Like, I don't need a game to, like, guide me by the hand and tell me, you need to do this, but just give me some direction. Even if it's just, go this direction, go north, go south, go, like, just something to go on. Otherwise, it just feels like I'm just wandering around with my hand up my ass. But I do like it, and considering it's made by a super, super small budget team, it is impressive. Let's see if I can upgrade my gear a little bit. Yeah, no, I agree. The atmosphere, the lighting, all that's great. I just, like, it just frustrates me a little bit to not have any direction. You know what I'm saying? Because even Resident Evil, like I said, I have beaten the original Resident Evil. Not even just the remake. I've beaten the original one, okay? I've beaten Resident Evil 2. I've beaten Resident Evil 3. Those games are hard as fuck. And they can be a little bit cryptic, but they give you a good sense of direction. Oh, yeah, the Old Republic. I've heard a lot of good things about the Old Republic, but I have not really played it myself, man, because I don't really play MMOs, but it definitely is one of the MMOs. If I played one, I would definitely play that. I was really fucking pissed when they announced that they were going to bring the cut content from KOTOR 2 to console, at least for the Switch version, and then they just announced they're not going to do that after like a year of making people wait. It's such bullshit. I dodged a bullet too because I have KOTOR on Xbox. And by extension, I have it on Series X because it's backwards compatible. But I was gonna buy KOTOR 2 on Switch because I really wanted to play that cut content. There's so much content in KOTOR 2 that was cut that the fan community restored. And then they said they were gonna bring the cut content to the Switch version. And it was fucking awesome because it's on PC, but you've never been able to play the cut content on console. And I almost bought the Switch version. And I'm really glad I didn't because they just basically bailed on it.
I outfled.
Yeah. And, like, they were saying they can't do it and all this stupid shit, and I'm just wondering, like, why can't you do it?
Fine.
I mean, it's already made for you. Like, the work has been done. You know what I'm saying? Like, they've already fucking... Fans have already did it. All you have to do is install the files into the build. Like... Yeah, got delayed indefinitely, right? And it's so weird because it's like, in Aspire, took a fucking heel turn. They did all these remasters of Star Wars games, and people started to really like them. They did really good remasters of Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, Jedi Knight, Jedi Outcast, and then Jedi Academy. They did a good remaster of Republic Commandos. They did a good remaster of Pod Racing. So they had built up a lot of good hype because they were bringing back all these old Star Wars games that we never got to play. They brought Coder to Switch, and from what I heard, the Switch port of Coder was really good. I've even heard this port of Coder 2 to Switch was pretty decent and needed upgrades. I don't understand why they didn't bring the port to PS4, because there's like no way to play Coder on Sony consoles. So why just bring it to Switch? But, you know, because they brought all their other games to Switch. I don't understand why or PS4. Like, all their other games came to Switch and PS4. I don't know why they decided not to bring the Coder games to PS4. You can play them on Xbox and Switch now, but not PS4. It's fucking weird. But, so they earned, a lot of hype. People liked them, and then when they announced they were doing the Coder remake, people were like, fuck yeah! And then it got indefinitely delayed, and then this shit with the cut content... It's like they overnight went from people digging them to they fucking hate it. Like, they just did like a super duper fucking Konami level heel turn. I mean, not quite as bad as Konami, but you get the point. Like, they almost overnight went from being loved to being fucking hated. It's kind of ridiculous how that turned out. Makes me sad too, because like, you hate to see it happen. And on top of that, if they couldn't bring the cut content to Switch, okay, I understand. Yeah, it's pretty much gonna go through now. They won the FTC. I mean, they still have a couple of things they have to do. There's still a couple more barriers, but the FTC was the largest one. So, them winning pretty much guarantees that they're gonna get Activision. Oh my god, though, I hate how Sony fans are, though, dude, this whole fucking thing. I really do, okay? We've talked about this before, man. I personally prefer Sony. I've always preferred Sony because I feel like Sony has the best exclusives. I literally bought a PS4 for Bloodborne, and I bought a PS5 for Demon's Souls Remake. But I like all the consoles, and I get kind of upset because there are these people who like dick ride Sony, and they can't say where Sony fucks up. And I like Sony, I prefer Sony, but I'm not going to say Sony never makes any mistakes. Sony makes tons of fucking mistakes. In fact, despite having one of the largest libraries in gaming, classic libraries in gaming, the president of Sony, Jim Ryan, thinks that classic games, nobody wants to play them. He literally said, who wants to play old games? A lot of people, Jim. A lot of people. Okay? But people are getting so mad about this whole Activision thing, and they're like, it's not fair. It's not fair that this would happen to Sony. Like, Microsoft gets all these exclusives. It's like, bro, Sony's been doing the same fucking thing for years. I could honestly make the case, man, that Sony made their fucking bones off of third-party exclusives. Okay? Symphony of the Night, Metal Gear Solid, Final Fantasy VII, Silent Hill, Resident Evil. These were games that were synonymous with PlayStation 1, that put PlayStation on the map, and they were third-party exclusives that Sony paid for. Honestly, the biggest hits on PlayStation 1 were fucking third-party exclusives. You look at, like, PS2, same thing. God of, you know, like, yeah, you look at PS2, Final Fantasy X, Final Fantasy XII, Rogue Galaxy, Dark Cloud, oh, like, I can't even list them all. But Sony has always gotten ahead. Exactly. Sony has always gotten ahead by exclusives. It's how they played the game. And Microsoft actually started taking a page from their book when they started doing this shit. Only Microsoft was like, well, we're going to take it a step further. We're not going to pay for the exclusive. We're going to just buy the company. But, like, so, you know, and these people are like, well, even if Microsoft buys Activision, Sony should still get PlayStation. Sony should still get these exclusives. We both know that if Sony bought Activision, Microsoft would never get another fucking Activision game ever again. I mean, seriously. If Sony bought a company, they would only ever make Sony games. Fucking period. Sony has notoriously never shared their exclusives. They didn't even want to have crossplay, okay? So all these people whining about how it's not fair, Sony has literally done this same shit to Microsoft, like, this whole fucking time. And, you know, like I've said, I like Sony. Of all three of the major ones, I prefer Sony. But you can't, you know, not call out Sony's bullshit, and you can't say that Sony doesn't do this shit. Yeah, exactly. I mean, fucking, even Spider-Man. You were just talking about Spider-Man. People think, Landry, that Sony owns the rights to Spider-Man because they own the rights to the movies. They don't. Sony literally only owns the rights to the movies. Marvel owns the rights to Spider-Man games. So, even Spider-Man is technically a third-party exclusive. Even though they bought Insomniac. You know, they bought Insomniac. Insomniac doesn't even have the rights to Spider-Man. So, Spider-Man is like one of their best-selling game series. It is a fucking third-party exclusive. I mean, they just released Final Fantasy 16 on PS5 only. And they pretty much said that Xbox will never get 16. Down the road, they might release 16 on PC, but they will never release it on Xbox. So, like these people are like simping for Sony and being like, it's not fair. No, it's not fair. But that's how fucking video games work, bro. Or Bloodborne. Everybody loves Bloodborne. I love Bloodborne. But Bloodborne is a third-party exclusive. Nintendo doesn't, or Sony doesn't fucking own FromSoft. So all these people, you know, are talking about it being not fair, and then they're just, like, blatantly ignoring when Sony does the same fucking thing. The only thing is that Sony is kind of butthurt, because the honest truth is, if they couldn't afford to buy Activision, Sony is a huge company, don't get me wrong, okay? But Microsoft is $1 trillion company. So Sony got kind of upset because Microsoft literally is fucking big dick energy. They pulled out their dick and plopped it on the table and said, boom. If fucking Sony could have bought Activision, they probably would. Microsoft is one of the few companies in the world that has a big enough wallet that they can. Yeah, exactly. They're just mad they didn't buy it. Like I said, Sony has literally made a fucking killing off of third-party exclusives. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you gotta call a spade a spade. That's literally what they've done this entire time. And people are acting like Microsoft is being the unfair one. Microsoft is now just doing what Sony's been doing. They just took it a step further. You know, dude, my biggest concern is that the exclusives will come for Xbox, but they'll come too late. Like, we're already 3 years into this generation, and all we have to show for their purchases is fucking Redfall. Jesus Christ. Meanwhile, Sony is outselling Xbox 2-1. Now, I know eventually the exclusives are going to come. Definitely, they will. But at a certain point, I don't think, if they don't come soon, they won't be able to win this generation. Like, Sony already has, like, a crazy amount of momentum. They were #1 going into this generation, and they have rode that wave. And, you know, with Spider-Man 2 coming, with Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 2 coming, with Silent Hill Remake being a console exclusive, yes, it's on PC, but it's not on Xbox, they just keep coming with the big fucking exclusives. And Final Fantasy 16 has already sold 3 million copies, so it's already doing really well. So Sony just is knocking it out of the park. And meanwhile, like I said, all Microsoft has to show for the exclusives is Redfall, which got fucking panned. You know, and Starfield looks good, but I gotta be frank with you, dude. I'm a Bethesda fan. Like I said, I'm a Bethesda fan, and I like Bethesda. I played, you know, Morrowind, Oblivion, Skyrim, Fallout 4, but I kind of wasn't impressed by Starfield, dude. Like, I'm glad for people that do like it, but I honestly thought that it looks dated as fuck. It looks barely better than Fallout 4, and that came out in 2015. And a lot of this game is procedurally generated, and I'm not a fan of procedurally generated content. I get why people like it. On paper, it's like unlimited content. But procedurally generated content, to me, will never have the soul, the creativity of handmade stuff. That's like, I don't play a lot of games that have randomized dungeons and randomized this and that because they just don't appeal to me. I like handcrafted shit. And, you know, a lot of Starfield is going to be procedurally generated, almost like No Man's Sky. So, that's kind of not my vibe. And then, you know, like I said, it looks, it's Bethesda. I'm just not like, I mean, I'm happy for people who like it. I'll probably try it out on Game Pass. But, you know, it didn't wow me. And considering that it was literally, yeah, exactly. Considering that the, considering the last game Bethesda did that wasn't online was 2015, that it's literally been 8 years, they kind of need a big game. Oh my god, fuck me. Oh well, shit happens. This Dark Souls, kinda gotta get used to it. Gotta, you know, accompany your butthole to the fucking raw dogging. But yeah, so, you know, I'm just not like, meh. Yes, exactly, yeah. Last of Us is one of my all-time favorite games. So, it's like in my top 10. I put like, I know I put at least like 300 hours into it. Single player, not multiplayer. Yeah. Although I will say, something that I vehemently disagree with is people who say that the story of Last of Us is the only draw, and say that, you know, the gameplay doesn't hold up. Absolutely horseshit. Yes, a huge draw of Last of Us is the story, but the gameplay is really fucking good too. I really like the gameplay in The Last of Us. That's why I've told people, I said, you know, even if you don't like the story in The Last of Us 2, the gameplay still makes it worth it. Like, when people say that the gameplay sucks and that you come for the story, I think of like a Telltale game, or like Until Dawn. Yeah, exactly. And I wouldn't put The Last of Us in there. I like the gameplay in The Last of Us. But it's the same people who said that The Last of Us remake was the exact same game as the first game, that it didn't change any of the gameplay, and that's just categorically not fucking true. Like, I you know, people are so dumb online, they're like, they didn't change the gameplay at all. And I'm like, how long ago did you play The Last of Us? Because if you play the original Last of Us, and then you go back to the remake, there is an ungodly amount of fucking changes and improvements. Enough that I can't, like, it's hard for me to list them. And some of it I even have trouble explaining, like, they completely overhauled all of the weapon handling in the remake. All of the movement. All of the AI. The weapon upgrading. The fucking, like, oh my god, I can't even... Like, people who say that The Last of Us Part 1 didn't change the gameplay, didn't improve the gameplay, are either delusional or they haven't played the original game in years. Okay? Because I'm telling you, if you play The Last of Us 1, and then you go and you play the remake, you will see the moving around, the melee, the AI, the fucking, even the way the guns feel, has been totally overhauled. They completely overhauled all of it. They basically took The Last of Us 2's gameplay and they put it in The Last of Us 1, which was great because the game fucking was awesome. Even like the horseback riding and the swimming were totally redone. Like, the swimming in the original game sucked, and they totally redid the swimming to not suck. And the horseback riding is like so much smoother. So all the weapons have been overhauled. All of the AI has been overhauled. All of the movement has been overhauled. Then there's like all these quality of life tweaks, like being able to customize the controls, real-time cutscenes, and, you know, a new game plus that you actually can carry over your weapons. So you can start the game out with your entire kit. Whereas before you carried over the upgrades, but you had to get back to where you unlocked them. So like now in the remake, you can literally play the entire game with the assault rifle. Yeah, exactly. I agree. So, you know, I just, you know, it's great. Yeah. This is an optional boss, and it's kind of tricky. Basically, the first half of this boss is him going by on the carriage, and you have to duck and hide. And then you have to, like... You have to slam a gate shut so that he hops off the horse. also like the fact that he hurts the enemies, and not just you. I love it when games take that into account. See, we have to... Yeah, we have to pull this lever, and it closes the gate. It makes him run into it. And that gets to the guy. Oh, fuck. Oh, son of a whore. Fuck! Ooh, so close. Okay. Now we're going down to Tryhardingsville. No, well, like I said, it's a Souls game. I'm fucking used to it. Dying is the name of the game. Just like I've never understood people who get like so fucking frustrated that they'll break their controller. I have gotten like so frustrated, excuse me, that like, oh god damn it. Hold on, I'm gonna fucking run back. I got poisoned and had to use a bunch of my shit, so... That's kind of what fucked me earlier, is I did the boss with like half my supplies and ran out of shit, so... If I can make it to the boss with like my normal kit, I'm gonna give it. How can I... Oh shit, that's right. Hold on, I gotta go back to Majula. I got something to burn in the fire to upgrade my Estus Flask. You can upgrade it so that it heals you more, and I totally forgot to do that. That actually would have helped me. I would have healed more. See, Sublime Bone Dust. And then you use it, and it increases your healing. So... But yeah, like I said, like... I've gotten mad enough that I've, like, screamed. I've gotten mad enough that I've, like, hit my leg. But, like, I've never gotten mad enough that I broke a controller. I've never gotten mad enough that I broke my TV. I've never gotten mad enough that I broke my system or some shit like that. You know, partially just because, like, I don't have the fucking shit to replace it. I don't have money to replace this shit. So... But I always thought it was funny seeing people, like, you know, break their shit. No. If I get to that point, I would literally just say, fuck this, and get off and take a walk. Just sit there, you know, like, I've always thought it was infantile seeing people break their shit. It's like, that only hurts you, man. Like, you didn't teach the game a lesson by smashing it, bro. You just ruined your $60 investment. 70 now. And congrats, you just broke a system you spent, or like, people who have like a hardcore like gaming laptop, I've seen streamers do it. Although I guess in all fairness, they have the money to replace that shit. That's fair. Well, see, I mean, I've raged. I had this one guy who camped me in Call of Duty. I fucking raged. Camping is like the lowest of the low. And I even had a fucking guy, use the same move to spam me on Mortal Kombat, and that's when I got super pissed. You gotta be fucking kidding me. Fuck. Ah. I might have to come back to this area. It's optional. I don't have to do this. Fuck, I lost a lot of souls. I lost like 90k. Fuck! Oh well. Shit happens. And you know what? Fuck it. I'll try it one more time. Give it one more college try. I almost did it, so... You know, I was ranting about this earlier, but I'll bring it up again. Like, I actually had this woman actually come into my fucking streams, and, like, this woman who was, like, romantically interested in me, and say that she lost interest because she thought I was immature for my streams. Like, okay, bitch. Like, I cuss a lot in my streams. I make jokes in my streams. They're supposed to be fun to watch. They're supposed to be entertaining. I didn't know I was supposed to write you a fucking thesis in the streams. Give you my dissertation. Yeah. And it's just like, it's just a narrow-minded view, man. Like, if that makes any sense, like, it's just like the narrow-mindedness of it, like to think that just because I act silly, that I am silly, you know? Don't take me having high energy on camera for a stream as being my real fucking personality. I try to be silly. I try to be silly so we all have a good time. I didn't even want a big titty goth chick, man. I just want somebody that doesn't have... I just want somebody whose eyes don't fucking glaze over when I talk about games. That would be amazing. So many times, I'll be talking to a girl that they say like me, and then I'll bring up a game and their eyes will glaze over when I can see it fucking happening in real time. And it's upsetting because I always try to be a good listener myself. Like, if I'm dating somebody, even if I'm not interested in something, I will still listen to what they have to say because it's important to them. That's what a good partner should do. If somebody, like, if you're dating somebody and they start talking to you about something that they love and you're just fucking stop listening, you are not a good partner. The sad thing is I gained like 25k souls from the boss and I lost like 90k on the way to get here. God damn it. Oh man, but it's more about the journey. And now I'm like 90% sure, if I'm not mistaken, there's a path you can take. There's a bonfire here, hidden away, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. know there's a bonfire here. I'm just looking for it. Because you can do PvP here. And I don't want to leave without getting it, just for completion's sake. Ah, here we go. Take a chug of my wonderful Sunny D and everything's okay. Okay. No, it's fine. I understand, dude. It's been cool having you in the stream. I hope you have a great day. Yeah, man. Well, you know, I mean, you don't have to, but whatever you can is fine. It's just nice to have good people come in and chat, talk good shit with. I've got to stay up until like at least 8-ish. Because my mom is getting groceries delivered, and I've got to be the one who packs, gets the groceries, puts them in, and sorts them, so I'm just trying to stay busy till at least 8 a.m. Alright, I'm going to end this part and take a break.